You know, there's something truly special about sitting down with a warm cup of tea. Maybe you've enjoyed this simple pleasure for years, steam rising from the cup, the soothing aroma, that first comforting sip. But what if I told you that your favorite tea is doing more for you than just warming your heart? In fact, science has uncovered some surprising benefits of tea, especially for those of us over 60. Now, I'm not talking about just any old drink. Tea, whether it's black, green, herbal, or even white, has some remarkable properties that can support your health in ways you might not expect. And the best part? It's easy, affordable, and fits right into your daily routine. So today, we're going to explore 5 surprising benefits of tea that might just make you appreciate your next cup even more. Let's start with something many of us worry about as we get older: our hearts. You've probably heard that staying active and eating well are important for heart health. But did you know that drinking tea can actually help keep your heart strong? Studies have shown that regular tea drinkers tend to have lower blood pressure and healthier cholesterol levels. That's because tea, especially green and black varieties, contains powerful antioxidants called flavonoids. These little helpers work to relax your blood vessels, improve circulation, and even reduce inflammation. So, while you're enjoying that quiet moment with your tea, your heart is getting a little boost too. Now, let's talk about something else that becomes more important as we age: keeping our minds sharp. If you've ever walked into a room and forgotten why you went in there, you're not alone. Memory lapses can be frustrating, but here's some good news. Tea might help with that. Research suggests that the natural compounds in tea, like L-theanine and catechins, can support brain function and even slow down age-related cognitive decline. Some studies have found that older adults who drink tea regularly have better focus and memory than those who don't. And it's not just about preventing decline. Some evidence even points to tea improving mood and reducing stress. So, the next time you're feeling a little foggy, a cup of tea might be just the thing to clear your mind. And speaking of stress, let's move on to another surprising benefit: tea's ability to help you relax. Life can get busy, even in retirement, and sometimes we all need a moment to unwind. But here's the interesting part. Tea doesn't just feel calming, it actually is calming. Herbal teas like chamomile and peppermint are famous for their soothing effects, but even traditional teas like green and black contain L-theanine, an amino acid that promotes relaxation without making you drowsy. It's like a gentle reset button for your nerves. So, if you've had a long day or just need a little peace, brewing a cup might be the perfect way to slow down and recharge. Now, we've only just scratched the surface of what tea can do. There are still a couple more surprising benefits to explore, including how it can support your joints and even help you sleep better. But before we get into that, I'd love to hear, have you noticed any of these benefits in your own life? Maybe you've always felt a little more relaxed after tea, or perhaps you've heard about its heart-healthy perks before. Whatever your experience, one thing's for sure: that humble cup in your hands might be doing a lot more for you than you realize. So, let's keep going, because the next few benefits might just surprise you even more. Isn't it amazing how something as simple as tea can do so much for us? Now that we've talked about how tea supports your heart, sharpens your mind, and helps you unwind, let's explore a few more ways it can make a real difference in your life, especially when it comes to those little aches and pains that tend to pop up as we get older. You know, that stiffness in your knees or the soreness in your hands when the weather changes. Many of us just accept it as part of aging. But what if there was a way to ease some of that discomfort naturally? Well, here's some good news. Tea might actually help with joint health. Certain teas, like ginger and turmeric blends, have natural anti-inflammatory properties. Inflammation is often the hidden culprit behind joint pain, and sipping on these warming spiced teas can help dial it down. Even green tea has been shown to reduce inflammation over time. It's not a miracle cure, of course, but when combined with gentle movement and a healthy diet, a daily cup of the right tea could make those mornings a little easier on your joints. Now, let's talk about something that affects so many of us as we age: sleep troubles. Maybe you fall asleep just fine but wake up at 3 a.m. and can't drift back off. Or perhaps you toss and turn, never quite reaching that deep, restful sleep you remember from years ago. If that sounds familiar, you might want to consider swapping your evening coffee or sugary drink for a cup of herbal tea. Chamomile is the most well-known sleepy time tea, and for good reason. It contains a compound called apigenin that gently encourages relaxation. But there are other great options too. Valerian root tea has been used for centuries to promote deeper sleep, and passion flower tea can help quiet a racing mind. The key is to choose caffeine-free varieties and make it part of a calming bedtime ritual, maybe with a good book and soft lighting. After a few weeks, you might just find yourself sleeping more soundly than you have in years. And here's another benefit you might not expect. Tea can actually help keep you hydrated. Now, I know what you're thinking. But doesn't caffeine make you lose water? That's a common myth. But the truth is, while caffeine is a mild diuretic, the amount in tea, especially if you're not drinking it strong all day long, doesn't cancel out the hydration it provides. In fact, for many seniors who struggle to drink enough water, tea can be a delicious way to stay hydrated without even realizing it. Herbal teas, which are naturally caffeine-free, are especially great for this. The warmth makes them soothing, and the variety of flavors, from fruity to spicy, means you're less likely to get bored than with plain water. Staying hydrated is so important for everything from energy levels to digestion, and if tea makes it easier, why not enjoy it? You might be noticing a pattern here. Tea isn't just a drink. It's a small daily habit that can support your health in multiple ways. And the beauty of it is how easily it fits into your life. Whether you prefer it first thing in the morning, as an afternoon pick-me-up, or as part of your evening wind-down, there's a tea and a routine that works for you. But wait, there's still one more surprising benefit we haven't covered yet, and it's one that might just inspire you to put the kettle on right now. So, let's keep going, because this last one could be the most delightful of all. You know, after talking about all these wonderful benefits, better heart health, a sharper mind, relaxation, happier joints, and improved sleep, it almost feels like tea is too good to be true. But here's the thing. Nature has a way of giving us simple, everyday remedies that really work. And the last benefit I want to share with you might just be the most joyful one of all. Have you ever noticed how a cup of tea seems to bring people together? Whether it's sharing stories with an old friend, catching up with family, or even just taking a quiet moment for yourself, tea has this special way of making moments feel a little more meaningful. And that's not just a feeling, it's actually good for you. Social connection, especially as we get older, is incredibly important for our overall well-being. Loneliness can take a real toll on both mental and physical health, but something as simple as inviting a neighbor over for tea can make all the difference. Even if you're enjoying it alone, the act of slowing down to savor a cup can be a form of self-care, a little reminder that you deserve moments of peace and pleasure. But here's the surprising part. Tea's benefits for your social life and happiness might actually tie back to your physical health too. Studies have shown that people with strong social connections tend to live longer, have stronger immune systems, and even recover from illness faster. So, when you share a pot of tea with someone, you're not just warming your hands, you're nurturing your health in ways that go far beyond the cup. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. I've been drinking tea for years, and I don't feel like a brand new person. And that's fair. Tea isn't a magic potion. But think of it like this. Small, consistent habits are often the ones that make the biggest difference over time. Drinking tea isn't about dramatic changes overnight. It's about giving your body gentle support, day after day, in a way that feels easy and enjoyable. So, as we wrap up, let's take a quick look back at what we've covered. Tea can help keep your heart healthy, your mind sharp, and your stress levels in check. It can ease joint discomfort, improve your sleep, and even keep you hydrated. And perhaps most beautifully, it can turn ordinary moments into opportunities for connection with others and with yourself. If you're not already a tea drinker, why not give it a try? Start with a flavor that appeals to you, whether it's the earthy richness of black tea, the lightness of green, or the soothing sweetness of chamomile. And if you've been enjoying tea for years, maybe this has given you a few new reasons to appreciate your next cup even more. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What's your favorite tea, and have you noticed any of these benefits in your own life? Let's share our stories and tips so we can all learn from each other. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more simple, practical ways to live your best life at any age. Here's to your health, happiness, and many more wonderful cups of tea ahead. Cheers.